HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, here to fill you in with what's happening in Hopkinton. On today's edition of HCAM News, we have the latest in Hiller sports, plus much more. But first, here are some of the latest town government happenings.
Hopkinton School Superintendent Evan Bishop updated the school committee with school happenings and had praise for a number of staff members.
I'd like to start with some highlights across the district. First, our unified basketball team, which I know Ryan is a part of, which already has 2 wins on the young season. This team is pictured here on the left. Our unified program continues to bring students of all abilities together to compete and connect and celebrate what school spirit is all about. Also, a big shout out to Mr. Chip Collins, a high school special education teacher and unified coach who was recently named the recipient of the 2024-2025 MIA Coach of the Year Award for Unified Track and Field, which actually takes place in the spring, but he coaches basketball and track and field for Unified. And the awards banquet will be held on Monday, December 8th, so congratulations to Mr. Collins. Next up, a well-deserved recognition for our custodial team. In honor of National Custodians Day, celebrated last week, Miss Altavilla's students at Elmwood decided to surprise our head custodian, Mr. Bastaark, which they call him Mr. Jim, pictured on the right. They wrote him a poem and even crowned him with a handmade crown, which, as you can see, he's wearing proudly. And this was just one of the many efforts around our district to capture how much our custodians mean to our schools and our students. We all know that things don't run without them, and it's great to see our students recognizing that too. And I actually have a copy of the poem if you'd like.
That's great.
Take a look at it. It's really, really nice. And lastly on this slide, October is National Principals Month. And at Hopkins, our students found a great way to show their appreciation, pictured on the bottom right. They created a big, colorful sign at the front entrance to celebrate their principal, Mr. Cotter. It's always nice to see that kind of student-led gratitude and a reminder that leadership and kindness do not go unnoticed. So a big thank you to all of our principals for their incredible work that they do to make our schools a positive and welcoming place. And finally, I want to end on a high note with some staff shout-outs. 2 of our educators will be honored at the Chris Walsh Center's 5th anniversary celebration later this month at Framingham State University. Kristen Murphy on the left is a high school science teacher who will receive the Lift Every Learner Award in recognition of her deep commitment to helping every student thrive. Over her 12 years in Hopkinton, and she was a student as well here, Ms. Murphy has inspired a genuine love of science in her students while ensuring that all learners, regardless of their background or need, feel valued, supported, and capable of success. Through her leadership in the science department, as well as the science fair and other school-wide initiatives like being a class advisor, she continually expands access and opportunity and models both innovation and care in all she does. So congratulations to Ms. Murphy. And Carrie Quella, one of our school adjustment counselors at the high school, will receive the Defy Gravity Award for her work supporting students and families and her leadership with the Unified Track program. She's also very involved in our Unified Sports. Ms. Quella's efforts have strengthened belonging and connection across the high school, helping students see themselves as valued members of our community. So both Kristen and Carrie truly represent the heart of what makes our schools such a special place to learn and to work. So congratulations to them. We're very lucky to have them, and they are 2 rock stars for sure. So.
After a lengthy discussion, the Select Board decided Town Council representation.
Great law firms. I just looked at the fact that, KP Law is more expensive, and I worry about that concern on the budget. And I know that, with MTC, we could even use Harrington Heap, which has the same, or I should say almost the same proposed hourly rate. So I think cost would be very consistent if we went with that approach. So that would be my recommendation. So we would have some say in special counsel, which also has a background with Hopkinton. I think there's value in that. So yeah, my recommendation would be MTC, Harrington Heap as special counsel for IMAs, and Elena I'm happy to make a motion after Elaine shares her thoughts.
So if it's a choice between KP Law and MTC, our MTC was in our ranking above KP Law, and the answers that we received didn't change that.
Okay. Yeah, I would make the motion then. I'll take this one first. Like we said, we'll have a chance to vote and see where we end up, but I move to appoint Mead, Tollerman, and Costa as town council to a one-year term.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion and a second, so we can discuss first if anyone has any comments, or we can just put it to a vote. So I'll open the floor.
So would this be with the provision that Harrington Heap would continue? They've already started the Southborough IMA negotiations, I think, or they would continue with that, or Mead, Tollerman, and Costa would?
I'm very comfortable with amending that motion to incorporate that, if that's.
I think that the appointment of town council is just a motion on its own, and we don't need necessarily a motion for special counsel.
Okay.
We can choose special counsel depending on what it is throughout the year.
Okay.
We could make that choice.
Maybe Harrington Heap, it may be another firm.
Okay.
Through the chair, I prefer what Amy was suggesting, and the way we are discussing, I like the model, as I said, and I think all three are pretty competent in my view. And I think since we are looking at MTC, as I said, MTC, KP Law, both are pretty competent and competitive in my mind, so I don't have any problem with having MTC being our choice. But I would like to add that as an amendment, if we all agree, that we would have, when there is a potential conflict of interest, we'd have special counsel. And since we have already vetted the three, and since HIP is potential option for that, we also want to probably include that.
So then to kind of balance what Elaine said, because it sounds like other small things can pop up, I think the IMAs were our big thoughts. I would amend my motion. I would move to appoint Mead, Tollerman, Costa as town council to a one-year term, and with the preference of using Harrington Heap as our special counsel on IMA negotiations.
View Hopkinton Town Government meetings live on HCAM and available on our website, hcam.tv, or our YouTube channel. Hiller Fall Sports has been a whole lot of fun to watch this season, as many of the teams are trending towards clinching a playoff spot. Here are the latest happenings with the Hiller Fall Sports teams.
On Monday, October 6th, Hiller Girls Volleyball hosted Dedham and raised money to fight cancer with their annual Dig Pink game. Steve Sweetapple and Matt Clancy on the call.
Big Pink event as part of the Side Out Foundation, raising money for breast cancer awareness, actually cancer awareness all around. And last year they raised a little over $6,700, which was a record for the event. And Coach Sweetapple is hoping to break that tonight. They were calling out. Fitzpatrick got it. Sid. Gabby outside. Abby, that's it. Hopkinton takes the first set, 25-18. We'll be back with the second set momentarily. Walsh, a good set. Gabby's there, outside. That's going to be tough. No, can't do it.
All right.
Nice swing from Emily. 24-11. Fitzpatrick serving, still set until match point. Abby, Gabby, Julia, and that's it. Hopkinton takes the third set, 25-11 for a 3-0 sweep of the Dedham Marauders.
Hillers take the win via a sweep and improve to 8-3 on the season. On Tuesday, October 7th, Hiller Boys Soccer hosted Dover Sherborne.
Dover Sherborne, that was number 8, William Sarhati. And that score comes at 22:53 left to go in the first half. Tonight, June looking improved.
get a penalty kick for Dover Sherborne. And he is going to hit. Score on the penalty kick for Dover Sherborne. That was Austin Keating. Dover Sherborne captured the 2-0 win over the Hillers. On Wednesday, October 8th, Hiller Field Hockey hosted Dedham for their senior night game. And that is sent up, driving upfield. Finnegan takes it, makes it! Mary Finnegan strikes off a pass from Avery, Quebec, and the Hillers take the 1-0 lead. That occurs at 9:39 left to go in the first quarter. Just a great feed. Mary Finnegan. Sends it in. Top of the shooter area, into the box, out in front. Great passing and a great shot to cap it off. 3 tremendous passes there, and the finisher put in by Abby Burke. That score comes at 6:16 left to go in the second quarter. Centering pass out in front, and that shot is in. A beauty of a shot by Annie Lane. She got to give her credit for that one. She got a nice lift on it. Puts it in top of the attack area, into the attack area, and a score! And Dedham has tied the game up. Marion Lane pops it in. And we're knotted at 2 apiece with 3:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. The game ended in a 2-2 tie. The Hillers are now 5-4-4 on the season. Also that Wednesday, Hiller Cross Country battled Norwood. Matt Clark was on the scene to catch up with the team and cover the meet. Hopkinton boys cross country improved to 5-0 with a 15-50 win. The Hiller girls cross country team improved to 3-2 with a 21-40 win.
Yes, so if we win today, then we would be 5-0 and would be the TVL large champs.
Okay. Can you talk about the team this year and how the season has gone?
Sure. We have a great group of senior captains this year. We have 51 boys on the team. They have worked really hard over the summer and came into the season ready to go. So it's been a great season so far.
And can you tell us about your captains this year?
Yes, we have 3 captains, Darian Leo, Gavin Scott, and Sean Finnegan. So I've coached them since they were in middle school, so it's pretty exciting for me to see them come all the way up to graduating, and they've been awesome this year.
It's gone pretty well. We have a fairly young team. We only have a couple of seniors, and we have had a fair amount of illness going around, so we haven't had our full team race yet, really. So we're looking forward to seeing what we can get, how we can do at the end of the season once everybody's fully healthy.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned that it's a bit of a younger team this year with a lot of seniors graduating last year. How has this team worked together throughout the season?
They've been doing well, I think, figuring things out, figuring out what the packs are. We have an especially strong group of juniors who have been doing a great job sticking together and encouraging each other. So I think the future looks bright, and I think we'll be strong by the end of the season too.
Okay, can you tell us about your captains and leadership this season?
Sure. We have 2 seniors and a junior. The seniors are Megan Gabulis and Chloe Tumbleton, and then we have a junior, Wafia Saida, and they've been keeping everyone together, leading from the front. Megan has had a few health issues. She raced for the first time last week, and then we will. She's getting ready to run full strength soon. We've been holding her back a little bit. And Chloe's been our top runner in every meet that she's been able to run. She had some issues at the beginning of the season too, non-running related. And Wafia's also been sick. So unfortunately I don't think we've had all three of them healthy at the same time yet. But they've been doing the best they can with when they've been able to be there.
Okay, thank you. One last question. You have Norwood today and the All-TVL meet coming up. What are the goals of this team for the remainder of the season?
I think we'd like to close out the season strong. Westwood has an incredibly strong team, and Holliston also has a strong team this year. We got beaten by both. Ashland, we just squeaked by 1 point last week. So there are some very strong teams, and also in the small schools, Dover-Sherburne is especially strong. So we'll just be looking to place as high as we can there. Hopefully not have any more teams ahead of us, maybe be a little closer to Holliston. Holliston, we were without two of our top runners, so they have a very strong team, so we'll see if we can get close, possibly beat them if we have a really good day, and get as close as we can to Westwood. And just for development, just having all of the athletes improving throughout the season. Many of them have run on the Rentham course where TVL is before, so we always track personal bests. In cross country, it's a little bit difficult to do because every course is different, so we only do it course to course. So since they've run it Rentham before, we'll be able to track that and see how they've improved from last year, which is always good for them to see their hard work pay off.
I think the season's been going really well. This is my second year on the team, so I've seen so much improvement from the first year, which is really one of the most important parts of running cross country. And definitely getting to bond with the new freshmen has been a really amazing part this season.
Yeah, me as well. Jumping off of that, it's been a really great season. I've watched everyone really improve since the first week, and I think it's going to be a great last dual meet. And yeah, I'm just really proud of the team.
Yeah, we lost a lot of really talented seniors this year, so it's been really cool to see everyone else on the team step up and become varsity scoring members.
Okay, awesome. Do you have any goals or anything you would personally like to achieve, or anything you want to see this team achieve this season?
Just to have a fun season. Last season of cross country is mainly my goal.
Yeah, I think a goal every year of us is to make it to the all-state meet at the end of the season, so that'll be a good opportunity for the team to try at the state meet this year.
So yeah, I completely agree with all they said, but again, we're just the new class of freshmen and the seniors that just graduated. Building a good team for next year is also really important, so training hard.
Okay, thank you. And one last question. Do you have a favorite memory from this season so far?
Yeah, I would definitely say the Spaggers have been super fun. They've been a great way to get to know the team outside of practice. So I don't have a specific Spagger, but that's definitely one of my favorite events we've had.
1 second, can you do, what's a Spagger?
Oh, so before we meet, we'll have a spaghetti dinner at someone's house, just to get carbs for our meet and energy. Yeah, yep. Super fun.
Yeah, I think a lot of the team bonding events are really important for the team, energy and just getting to know each other, and including that is the community harvest that we do every year, where we volunteer and we help to harvest vegetables for the community, basically.
Yeah, another fun team bonding activity we did this season was the puzzle challenge, and it's just a fun little game we do with some friendly competition.
On Thursday, October 9th, Hiller Girls Varsity Soccer hosted Medway and struck in the first half from long distance.
Here's it out to the net, it's in! Wow! Some serious air there by Nina Claved. And just below the midfield circle, she took the free kick and went right over the goalie for the first score of the game. And the Hillers lead it 1-0. 25 5:30 left to go. Set flying. Miller's trying to move back up towards the attack zone. Here's Chow. Allie Prisco now. Approaching, takes it. Oh, it's in! Off the keeper's hand, and in it goes. Natalie Prisco strikes at 3:46 left to go in the first half. Just a beauty of a shot.
Hopkinton holds on for the 2-1 win and improves to 9-1 on the season.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
This program is brought to you in part by TVLsports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLsports.net. TVLsports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school.
Welcome back to HCAM News. Right now, we look back at some of the recent happenings in town.
Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm the Reference and Technology Supervisor at the Hopkinton Public Library, and today I am here to unveil something that we have been working on for quite a while. It is our creator space. If you've been on our social media or have read the article in The Independent, then you already know that the library is opening a craft area for people ages 10 through adult to do all sorts of wild things. So we are going to be doing a whole lot of a bunch of different stuff. We have a bunch of sewing machines, so we will definitely be doing sewing classes. Other Five for Arts classes might include classes on weaving, knitting, crocheting, and embroidery. We also have materials for things like stamping and stamp making. So if you've never made your own stamp, that is a really fun and cool process that we will be able to do right in here. We also have materials like Dremels and wood burning. So if you're into that, those are also things that we can do classes on. Everything in this room will be for ages 10 through adult. There may be specific times or specific classes that have additional age restrictions. For example, I know that we will have a teen drop-in craft time some afternoons. So if you're an adult, keep an eye out that you're not trashing the teens party there. And there are also some things that due to dexterity or other safety issues, we might have higher age restrictions on. But those will all be in the individual classes, so make sure you're just keeping an eye out for that. We'll have two types of event in the creator space. The first kind of event will be drop-in, where you can drop in and work on whatever you're working on. There will be someone here supervising the room who might be able to give you some hints and tricks. For those, make sure you're keeping an eye on who the person is, who is the supervisor of the room during that day. We have listed what their specialties are. So if you're looking for a certain kind of specialty to get hints on a certain type of craft, make sure that you're pairing up with someone who does that type of craft. The second type of event that we'll have in here are workshops, and those are those sort of classes where you'll come in, everybody will sit down, you'll get your fabric, and we'll all make maybe a coaster together, or we'll all do a little wood burning project together, and that will be a little bit more regimented. It'll be a little bit more skills based, and be a little bit more like a traditional class or workshop that you're familiar with.
Any idea of the days and hours that these classes are going to take place?
All of that is on our library calendar. So generally we will have a number of drop-in times during the week, and we might also have some workshops during the week. The times and dates on those will vary a little bit depending on our staff's availability. So definitely check out the calendar for all of that information. Our grand opening is on October 5th, which is a Sunday. It is from 1 to 3. You'll be able to drop in, talk with me about anything that you see in here, and you will also be able to do your very first Creator Space craft on that Sunday. After that, you will need to register for your free Creator Space card, and then you will be able to enter the room, like I said, when there's a supervisor. Those times will be marked on the calendar, and that will be starting on October 6th, which is the Monday following our grand opening.
All right, and how do you register for these classes, and do you have to be a member of the library to take them?
You do not have to be a member of the library. Of course, we recommend being a member of the library if you're coming into the library, but it's not required. You do need to register, like I said, for that free Creator Space card, which mostly consists of signing a waiver because of, again, safety things that may happen in here. And then with that card, you'll be able to come into the space whenever it's marked for something. The drop-ins you do not have to register for. The workshops you do, so make sure that you're keeping an eye on those. You can start signing up for workshops, you can start coming into drop-ins, and you can sign up for your free Creator Space card on Monday the 6th. I'm so excited for this. This is something that I have been secretly planning since I was first hired here, and told that this room was designed with the intention that it could transition into a creator space. Like I said, that was about 6 years ago, and I'm so excited that we were finally able to do this with the help of the Hopkinton Public Library Foundation. They gave us $10,000 to buy all of the tools and equipment and materials that you see behind me. We really could not have done this without them.
For more information, go to hopkintonlibrary.org.
Upcoming town government meetings include on Tuesday, October 21st. We'll have the select board meeting at 6 p.m. live on HCAM TV. And then on Thursday, October 30th, you can catch the school committee meeting at 7 p.m. on HCAM Ed and, of course, our YouTube channel. To view all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hcam.tv/gov, or for more information, head over to the town website at hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, that is going to do it for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. we'll be back. For everyone else at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.